your boy, Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I know I got some crazy hair going on. I'm gonna get my hair done here after this evening takes place, but I wanted to talk to you. I'm in my new place here, and we talked earlier this morning, but I want to make sure that you're following along. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. Passive Income Central is on YouTube. I own that channel. I talk about ways to create financial wealth using passive or semi-passive ways. A lot of us are going through some mess, and today I want to talk about some of us, right? The course that I offer is absolutely free. It shows you how to use your Facebook profile to grow your leads and have hot leads that buy your product. But the thing I want to talk to you today, or this evening, because it's nighttime here, it's about why your business is not making money. The main reason why you're not making money at your business. Now, there's a lot of things that we can talk about here, but my focus today is to talk about what it is that is not working. Now, some of us, I know this is going to sound like I'm preaching at the crowd or whatever, but the thing is, some of us are just basically not being consistent. We're not doing the discipline that I talked about earlier this morning. It's one thing to have motivation, right? But you have to understand with motivation that you're going to have a wavering effect. It's just like the wind. One day the wind can shift to the right, it can shift to the left. It can be onset winds, onsetting winds, things of that sort, right? And it can just be someone's telling you something. But the thing is that drives it to home is your discipline. Are you willing to get up in the morning? Are you willing to go through the stuff? Even if you're just struggling to do it, if you're going through the motions initially, okay, no problem. But you're making progress. It's just like me going to the gym, You got to be consistent as a business owner. If you're not being consistent, you're not going to see the results. Now, you might be thinking it's an instant thing like a microwave, right? Where you just say, you know what, I'm just going to do these things, right? I should see something tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. As an entrepreneur, it could take time. You may not see anything really for a few months or a year or so. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. But you got to make forward progress. Don't give up. Don't go with the shiny object syndrome, which is another thing. A lot of us are not making a lot of things because we're just sitting here putting ourselves away and not doing the things that we need to do to win the game, right? We got to win the game. We got to make this thing right. And we have to do it in the right way. And what I mean by the right way is basically telling you that as an entrepreneur, you have to stay focused. You have to put in that work. You can't go off and say, hey, I got this new mug that you can get. It comes from Charlotte, North Carolina. You can't do that, right? A lot of people are going to try to persuade you to jump on their product. And what they're not going to tell you is how to do it. Most of them are not going to walk you through. They're not going to hold your hand. And that's the telltale sign you need to stay away from those folks. Because I got caught up in that stuff years ago. Where people are like, hey, you got to jump on this. And then when you get it, they don't tell you anything else. That was the first thing I did as an affiliate marketer. I did MCA, it's Motor Club of America. And the person put me on. And I said, okay, they're showing all this money, right? And they said, just print out a bunch of money and just show it, and people will come to you. But the thing is, people gonna ask questions. How are you making that money? Can you walk me through the steps? Because the people are not just gonna go off of that. Maybe back in the day, but people are smart. People are smart when they need to be smart. They gonna say, how did you get to plan A to plan B with the showing a bunch of money? How does that happen? And then you don't know how to explain it. So they're looking at you like you're crazy. So the real focus when it comes to growing yourself, growing your business, is get out there with an honest face. No matter how big your business is going, you can't think on the downside, well, it's never going to amount to anything. I'm just going to give up and it's just going to be it. You can't think that way. What you have to do is look at where you're putting your focus at. Are you good on YouTube? Are you good on Facebook? Are you good on Instagram? Are you good on TikTok? Are you using all of them? Some of you might just be using one platform, right? And you're not seeing anything where you might have a bigger audience with TikTok than you do with Facebook. Do you have people working for you that can help distribute your things that you need to have put out? The things I talk about is organic, all right? I have a team behind me, and they work with me. I have one person where she takes segments of my videos and disperse them onto social media, because you don't know exactly where these people are at. Now, you start focusing primarily on one thing, that's okay, right? But you need to see what happens. You need to have that effect where it's like, let me do 1 minute clip. Let me talk about something. Let me get people's persuasion on here, you know? As a true entrepreneur, you're going to have people look at you as an authority figure. If you're not putting that time in to get yourself presented in a way that you need to, I'm not sitting here saying you got to walk around here wearing a suit and tie every day, right? I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is that, you know, have your facts together when you come on, wherever it may be. You may be making a post on Facebook. You may be the type of versus being on the camera. You may be the type of person who wants to sit here and talk podcasts, because I do podcasts, so I do a little bit of everything. You may not want to even do anything. You may just want to get on WordPress. You may have a website where you just post articles about your product, and nothing's wrong with it. But you have to be on the daily basis of making sure that you're focusing on what needs to be done right. Because if you don't do that, they're not going to really truly go after what you are trying to promote. Some people are going to get mad. Some people are going to play games. They're going to sit here and tell you, oh, I want you to buy this product, but then you turn around and say, hey, I want you to look at my product. It's absolutely free. No, I'm not interested. Don't waste your time with those people. Those people are just trying to sell you something so they can get their little bit of money, get their little fix. And I treat them like they're addicts, right? Because the difference between an amateur and a professional doesn't have to go in no one's inbox and blow them up and be on a thing for 3-4 hours doing that one thing. A professional is going to be able to get on a consistent basis, put out good quality material. They're going to talk about how they can help you or solve your problem. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you may not be doing affiliate marketing. You may have something, because that's what entrepreneurs do. They solve problems. You may have a solution to a problem that people need to have, and you're trying to get the word out. You may be doing testimonials. You may be doing demonstrations. You may be showing people some stuff that you went through in your life to show, hey, this is where I came from. This is what I'm doing. And you may be offering free abundance of information, guides, anything that can get them to look at it and say, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. I need to follow him more. Because the thing of it is, you don't want to just have a one-time customer and that's it. Your value chain can go deep. It can go so deep. It depends on you and what you have that can complement what you're doing. It's just like, for example, if you go for the summer, right? Cookouts are coming, right? And you say, I just need a grill. You may get a grill at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. They're going to try to get you to get the other things, right? You need charcoal. You need utensils to grill the food that you have. You're going to need lighter fluid. You're going to need like aprons. You're going to have to go to the store and go get the meat. You're going to have to go get the buns. You got to get all those items that you need to do. Now, a customer might have said, I just wanted to walk in here and get just, you know, basically this one thing over here, a grill. But they walk in with all the products. That's what you need to do. Think outside the box. Think of it like Apple. That's another example. Apple don't sell you just the tablet or the phone. They have an ecosystem based on everything that integrates. So if you get one thing or you get another thing, you just say, well, I gotta have this because this is gonna work better than me using Android/Apple. And this makes perfect sense, guys. You gotta create the ecosystem. As an entrepreneur, you have to have that foresight. You gotta have people who are gonna sit there and naysay you. They're gonna talk crazy. They're gonna say, you don't know what you're doing. You need to come back and work this 9-to-5 job. You need to do all these things so you can make some money, like I am, and then get taxed heavily. I had a friend, for example. I'm not gonna say his name, but he told me he owes the government $7,000, and he was upset about it. And I said, okay, do you have withholdings? He didn't know what the fuck that was. Excuse my language, but he didn't know what that was. And I tried to explain it to him. He was looking lost in the sauce. But the thing is, as a business owner, you're going to be in favor over someone who's just a worker bee, right? Yeah, you can work your ass. You can keep doing. You can do all the things to do. Hey, Joseph, you can keep doing all these things to help you make money, right? By punching the clock. But you're trading in your time for that money. And one thing that we do not get back, I don't care if you're rich, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you like women on women, you like men on men, or you're straight or whatever, you can never get that time back, okay? You can never get that back. So I look at time as the most precious commodity, more valuable than gold, diamonds, all this stuff, because you only have so much time here, right? And then you die. But the problem is that a lot of people waste time doing things that's not going to put money in their pocket effectively. The whole thing is that you got to work smarter, not harder. I learned that as a person, as an officer in boot camp. I had a gunny that told us the same thing. He said, look, you can do the same thing. There's two ways to do this to accomplish this goal. You can work harder. You're going to be hurting. You're going to be tired. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is taking up time. I can work smarter and have a few people attack this. And you have to do it as an entrepreneur. You need to take down your notes. You need to write down the things that you want to have in your life and then look at that. I'm not saying you got to look at it every day, but look at it on a consistent basis. You really got to be true with what you want to do. You don't want people to sit there and dissuade you, okay? Because I see that's what's going on now with this whole inflation taking place. A lot of people are saying, well, you know what, this ain't really making a lot of money. I'm going to go work this 9-to-5 job to cover. No. If you got to work a 9-to-5 job, don't look at it as the permanent solution. Look at it as, well, I need that more money to grow this thing I'm doing over here. Look at it as a springboard, okay? So guys, I hope this helps you out. Again, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. If you haven't already, there's going to be a link down below on my YouTube channel, Passive Income Central with Luke Brooks. Have a free course that can actually help you A to Z on Facebook and help you grow your business using that platform alone. Also, I'm letting people go ahead and go back and try out that free Friend Connector. Friend Connector is something that I use to help grow my leads every single day. I don't even have to sit at the computer. As long as the computer on, as long as it's on Facebook, it's going to add my friends for me, the ones that are potentially my leads, and I can strike up a conversation knowing them, not trying to sell to them. Okay, guys, I hope this helps you out. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Take care.